I always ran fast. I could jump over anything, and I can sprint and I could beat the boys.
Rose Monday likes competition, and since there was no girls' track club at her California high school, she started one and started dreaming of the Olympics after watching Bob Beaman win gold in the '68 Games.
I remember standing in front of the TV and just sobbing, thinking, wow, you can do this for a living? And I knew at that moment that I wanted to be an Olympian.
At Cal State Northridge, Rose established herself as a solid middle distance runner, a two-time All-American. But it was after college that she really reached her competitive peak, coached by Skip Stoley.
He developed me from being this average 2:06 runner that doesn't even qualify for the Olympic trials to qualifying for the Olympic trials in 1984 in an individual event, which I had never even done in college.
She was the 1985 USA National Indoor Champion in the 880 and competed in the U.S. Olympic trials in the 800 in 1984, 1988, 1992, and also in the 1500 meters in 1988. Always close, but she never quite made the team. In the meantime, at her coach's urging, Rose became active in USA Track and Field's Athlete Advisory Committee.
And so I ran for the position of the 800 and the 1500, which meant I would represent those athletes in the entire United States and let them know what funding opportunities they had, what, meets that they could get into, different things like that, and I won.
In 2000, Rose and her family moved to San Antonio for her husband's job. She asked UTSA's coach James Blackwood if she could train on the Roadrunners track.
I called Coach Blackwood and I asked if I could use the track, and he was amazing. Of course you can use the track. We'll train you. In fact, you can ride with us to races.
Soon, Blackwood offered her a job. At UTSA, Rose's athletes won Southland Conference titles, Student Athletes of the Year, and Texas Relays championships. She took them to big-time meets across the nation.
I would get great kids, and I just absolutely loved all of them.
Pardon the expression, she's a hell of a coach.
After leaving UTSA, Rose threw herself into full-time coaching of elite post-collegiate middle distance runners, like Kendra Chambers, who has qualified for the Olympic trials herself.
I have all of my personal records with Rose Monday, so that's in the 400, the 600, and the 800 meters. I would say Rose has a way of understanding because she's been there. And that's one of the greatest things about a coach that used to be an athlete, especially in the exact same event. I'm like, you know exactly how this hurts. So she's able to bring it back and say, okay, one bad race doesn't define you, one bad workout doesn't define you, one bad day doesn't define you. That was the first time anyone or any coach has ever said that to me.
Rose continued her rise through USA Track and Field. She was appointed Women's Chair of Development for Distance Runners in 2003 and Track and Field Chair in 2016. She was named the Assistant Women's Coach for the 2012 and 2016 Olympic Games. And in 2020, she was named Women's Head Coach for the Tokyo Olympic Games.
I thought I wanted to be an Olympian. I competed in 3 Olympic trials to qualify to, the best in the United States go to the Olympic trials. To qualify to make the Olympic team, I never did. So maybe this is what God had planned for me, to make it as a coach.
To do what she did, to go as far as she went, is amazing.
Like, I never expected ever to be an Olympic coach. I certainly never expected to be inducted into the San Antonio Sports Hall of Fame. To me, it's such an honor. It's so humbling. It's like, I don't know, it shows that I don't know why I'm crying, but you contributed to the community.